You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Coolin' Out. We are back.
It's Kev.
And it is Rel. What's up, man?
Same old, man.
Yeah?
Same old. Things are there.
Don't sound so hurt.
Just holding up, man. Just holding up. But just doing what I can. But sometimes the boredom just gets to you. But it could be worse. Could be worse. All's good. All's good. Went for a walk today for the first time in days. I mean, it's really the same.
You had your mask on?
Yeah.
Good job.
I've been masked up for weeks now, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just the same old here. Yeah, I'm saying no updates. I have the same version of the same week.
Yeah, same thing over here. It's like, time just keeps flying. April this month, this episode is going to drop tomorrow. So then the day it drops, the next day after that's going to be May. Like, I just don't even know where April went.
I don't either. I've gotten so acquainted with every crevice of this apartment. Like, there's just certain shots in the apartment that will just live in my brain forever, no matter where I'm going. Like,
Yep. I think it's gonna be so interesting, like when we actually do have to go back to work to get back into that routine. Because right now, like, I really don't get up until I have to. And then I'll get up, brush my teeth, and then like I'll change out of my pajamas and put on like some basketball shorts or something like that, and then go sit at the computer, like go sit at the setup. So it's just
go
like
in the office.
Yeah. Like, all right, cool. So I just go sit at the setup. So that takes about 5 minutes. But having to actually get up, take a shower, iron clothes again, all that stuff to go to work, it's gonna take some adjusting.
Yeah, to your point, like I try to still go to bed around the same time I was. I usually go to bed like 11:30. But I'm just up now in bed. Like I'm not falling asleep anymore. I can't trick my body. My body knows better.
To go to sleep and get up and do the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm about to just start staying up until I'm tired. I'm talking
There's
about
no
like
urgency.
Hour. Yeah, I'm not going to bed till like 12:31. Trying to do the right thing, but
yeah, that's me. Like I'll get into bed and then just be there.
That's me. That's me.
It's a struggle, but
man. Trying
to manage the like ebbs and flows of all this.
That's what it is. I feel I have good days, but then I get caught on the ebb.
I'm starting to realize though, like my ebbs are getting worse.
Yeah.
Like
the bar open.
Yesterday, for example, right? Yesterday, for example, right? I texted you and I was like, yo, like this is really how they want us to end the last year of our 20s. But I said in a joking manner, right? And as soon as I put my phone down, that shit just hit me. I don't know why. Like, I was like, damn, like, this is the last year of my 20s. And I'm like, yo.
A lot of time for reflection, yeah.
Then I was just, like, overthinking it. Like, all right, cool. Like, listening to Dr. Fauci, and I'm like, all right, cool. Even when, like, bars and stuff open, then they're going to be at limited capacity. Everyone's going to be in there with masks on. It's going to be, like, all these weird restrictions in restaurants where, which for New York specifically is going to have a major effect on New York City restaurant scene because, like, you know, most New York restaurants are really small, so they just try to pack as many tables as possible in there. But they're saying that, like, going into, like, early 2021, a lot of restaurants are going to have to, like, try to keep some kind of social distancing going in the restaurants. So, like, that's going to be unique. That's going to be unique to see how the bars. So, like, even when stuff reopens, it's still just going to be weird as fuck. I mean, obviously, we're going to make the most of it and have fun like we always do. But
a fact.
We just got to adapt. New world. But it's gonna be just interesting to see. Like, yo, they really want me to spend my last year in my 20s like this. And then I was like, yo, I might be 30. Then I was like, oh shit. And like, you know me normally, I don't really be thinking about shit like that. Like, oh, you about to be 30. But I don't know why yesterday I was like, I might be 30. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it just was like, ooh.
It
And
is
then I went
gonna
for
be
and
weird.
I got over it.
I think about some of the spots I like to go to. I don't know. Social distancing in those spots is like you have to like
Impossible.
3 people. It's pretty
Think
much
about
impossible.
Think about YS, right? Just the way it's set up, how small it is. You would literally have to have one group of people on this end of the bar, one group of people at the front, at the top of the bar, one group of people at this side of the bar, and then you could have. They got
You
like
couldn't
4
even
sets of
have
seats.
at the top.
Oh yeah,
The
you
people
couldn't. You have
gotta
to walk
walk
past
by.
that. Yeah, so you have one on this side, one on this side, and then those like all those sets of tables back there. You could probably have one here, then one diagonal, and then one here. So that's like 5 groups of people. That's it, max. Which is normally what they do anyway, but it's just the thought of that is gonna be wild to see in others, like in other more populous places.
Temp checks to get into places. I mean,
It's gonna be some.
if all it takes is a temp check and a mask, I'm out because I know this place. I know the ins and outs of where
They'll have my forehead proudly.
Yeah, it's not.
Get your temp check on.
It was like I think like mid-60s last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And he, back at it again, Brooklyn. Packed. Packed. Went on a bike stroll. Packed near the park again. It's over.
Damn.
That's 65.
Son, so like imagine they're gonna like start doing like temperature checks to get into restaurants, get into bars and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. That's gonna be like the new denial of entry. Before it used to be, oh, you're too drunk to get in here. God. Now it's gonna be like, you're running the temperature, your fever too high. I'm only 101.7. Niggas can't even get in the bar.
Oh, what is?
Niggas gonna be in the car holding cold water to their head, trying to get their temperature down. Trying to get in the spot. Yeah.
And we really like left a different world. End of February was like a different world, and we didn't even know it.
If only we would have known those were our last days.
Yo, I'm not going. You know what? Yeah, I can't. Can't discuss on mic.
Nope.
Yeah, but
our parents be listening.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't even seen my mom's, and it's sad, man.
Imagine if we would have known that was the last days, though. It'd have been different. It was so crazy because, like, it was the end of February, right? We're literally talking like, yo, damn, this is mad fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fly up here again. Then you're gonna fly down here and all this other stuff. And then it's just like 2 weeks later, like, boom, everything's just over.
Yeah, the world as we know it changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows the long-term ramifications? But yeah, man, what I'm looking forward to. I don't finishing this book.
Yeah.
Guess edit this pod when I'm done. It'd be a little change of space, and I don't even know. Cinco de Mayo coming up.
What you gonna do?
Take out margarita, probably.
Ain't Cinco de Mayo on a Monday?
I think a Tuesday. But what are days anyway?
Yeah,
what are days anymore?
That's true. I gave up on that. Not drinking on the weekdays.
Bar ain't open yet. Last week it opened on a Wednesday. As of now, it's still closed, but who knows?
Yeah, you gonna make it to Thursday?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not even lying anymore. Like how I saw people acting in the very first days. I'm not there yet. I'm not fully unhinged, but I'm just slowly. Thank God I'm still just exercising. That's it. Thank God I got my yoga.
And I think that's the only thing that's like keeping me sane is just like working out also.
That's a fact.
It's just like something that I focus on. Like all right, cool, let me do this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that prison shit though. Like I feel like I'm in a regiment. Like, all right, cool, work for these many hours. Cool, do this exercise. Oh, it's time for me to eat. And then it's just like, blah, blah. It's like the same shit every day. Today I looked up and I was like, God damn, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's so true. That's why it's like anything I can do inside to break up because work is still work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can't I can't divert my attention too long. Like work is still work. So those hours are still pretty much like blocked off.
Mm-hmm.
So anything else I could do in the week just to try to switch it up, I gotta. I'm just glad I
Yeah.
realized that you could get like a real like cardio workout in at home. And like you said, that's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
this beer
Takes the
ain't
one
gonna
thing
burn
I'm
itself.
Nah. Come on with that belly.
That gut.
That gut. Man. I'm looking forward to when we can look back and laugh at these days.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, I'll come
Don't
back
know
and
when
listen
that'll
to some of
be.
these. I know.
Hmm?
Damn.
Come back and listen to the depression in our voice. I need to hit up some of my friends in Atlanta to see how they doing.
Yeah.
Because they semi-free. You know, they reopen like barbershops and stuff down there.
I saw that.
Salons. I need to see if people are actually going.
Ain't my place. Well,
Need
good
to
for
hit,
them.
make some phone calls. See if I hear a couple of coughs or not. See how y'all holding up. Y'all been out in these streets yet? I'm gonna take it easy. Sweet Jesus, I'm gonna take it easy. All right, let's get into our stuff. Where do you want to start?
Don't matter.
Get the passion out the way.
Yeah, might as well.
Quick. Talk about the passion. Then it actually came. You know, you have something in your mind that you plan out, and then it actually comes out the same way you effectively thought it would. That's what just happened with that quick. I was like, oh, cool. It actually came out the way I thought it would. Anyway, so the Green Bay Packers had a very interesting draft choice. I'll say that. They drafted, I think his name is Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me lying about what school he came from. But yeah, they supposedly say he's going to be the second coming of Patrick Mahomes. Now, the interesting part about this is they have Aaron Rodgers, a franchise quarterback already. And they traded up to get Jordan Love. Let's not forget that. Traded up to get him. So there seems to be this new thought now that, well, one, everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers is pissed off about that. But this newfound thought that Aaron Rodgers might not be with the Packers for much longer. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
Nah, you lead the way. You more knowledgeable on this. I'll just piggyback.
Who? This ain't my passion. It's a joke. I mean, just historically speaking, though, when that normally happens, yes, that means they're looking for their backup plan. They're looking for their future. The fact that they traded up to get him when they really didn't have to, was just icing on the cake to show that they are really looking for the future. I would say max Aaron Rodgers has 3 more seasons there.
You think he makes it all 3?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting paid, beloved. He's getting paid bread.
Okay.
And also, like, this kid Jordan is still like a project. So it'll be good for him. Aaron Rodgers is the same way. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre, build him up real quick. Well, Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna help him with shit, but just for him to be in the NFL locker room, get that NFL. He ain't, but just to get that NFL experience, practice squad reps, all that stuff, and get him ready, And worst case scenario, if he's trash, they just let him go. Well, they're not let him go, but they don't have to, they still got Aaron Rodgers. But they wasted a first round pick. They need some more, they need some wide receivers. They need a lot. Now they got a backup quarterback who ain't gonna play for 3 years.
Do you know if they got any in the draft? Any wide receivers at all?
I hate follow-up questions.
My bad.
No, I'm joking. But no, I really don't know.
I know I saw I think it was Saturday, so I don't even know. I think for the first 5 rounds, they didn't draft a wide receiver. I think I got the Bleacher Report. But I wasn't that surprised just because Rodgers in Green Bay just like what I read and just seeing sports media and you see from afar, it's just they got a weird relationship. It seems like they just, because he's that good, they begrudgingly keep him and respect him. But it feels like they can't wait for the day to move on for him because allegedly his personality and whatnot. But I just don't. If you're that good, he's the talent. Like everything has to orbit around him. Like you're getting paid millions to make it work with him. Like he shouldn't be the first thing that's going. So I wasn't that surprised. I could see why he was mad. But I also thought to the wide receiver thing, I thought there's like 57 rounds in the draft, in the NFL draft. And I saw a stat that I think the last 5 years or so, first round one wide receivers didn't even really pan out compared to later rounds. So I was like, all right, there's still enough time to get. But then I got the alert that they didn't draft any wide receivers in like, I think 5 rounds or something like that. So
they must know something we don't know.
I just don't get, if you don't like him that much, I don't get why you give him the contract. And because you're locked in to the point that even if you trade him, all that dead cap money.
Well, if you don't like him, but he's a superstar, you still need a quarterback. And but but great quarterbacks don't just grow on trees, so that's why you keep them begrudgingly, as you said, because it's like, what's our alternative? You keep trying to
undermine him.
Well, you can keep somebody, undermine them, but still need them.
I guess it's just so counterproductive. What is the point? You can't. It's going to be hard to trade.
And how's it hard to trade?
You're right. No, they could get a good trade. You can't just cut. Okay, that's the only alternative. I guess you could always trade them. You're right.
Somebody, if they put him on the trade market today, that shit he'll be gone in 2 days max.
Yeah. No, you're right. I just don't get what is the. Like he even like came out publicly and was like hoping they drafted a wide receiver, and it's just continuously like back to the McCartney days, and
they don't fuck with him.
Yeah, it's just odd. It's really odd.
Yeah, it seems like they're forced to like keep him around.
They are forced, and who makes that call? Isn't that franchise? It's not like one owner. It's like I forgot what their ownership looks like. It's not one owner.
Stupid. It's like the fans have stock in them. I don't really get it.
It'd be interesting. It's just fascinating the way they treat him. Like he is like talent-wise. I mean, there haven't been many quarterbacks better than him, especially like this since he's been in the NFL.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Got like Brady and Manning through the duration of his career, but other than that, I mean, and he's probably more talented than them. He's just not he doesn't have the accolades, but it's crazy.
So how much longer do you see him staying there?
See, like 2 seasons. Because he's still good, but you can still, his stats are declining. But then last year's scheme didn't really depend on him as much. So you could kind of flip his numbers depending on what you're looking for. Because if you're the franchise, you can point at them like, this is why we did that. But then he's even publicly said, like, I'm just buying into my role that they want me to play. So that's also interesting. It makes you think like how long they've been plotting this. But
yeah.
It'd be entertaining.
But at the end of the day, you think he's gone.
Huh?
So by the end of the day, you agree that he's going to be gone.
Yeah, they want him gone badly.
Yeah.
I guess that they signed the contract and they hoped that the new coach would come in and they would get along. But like everyone has to go before him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
even that situation, didn't they hire that coach without even like consulting with Aaron Rodgers?
Without even, and then without consulting him. And also, I think the GM told him, don't be a problem or something like that.
Yep.
Y'all gotta... Favre only won one as well. Like, y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax. Barb won one, and he bought you one. Like, and he's still good. It's craziness.
Yeah. That's all I got for the
Just
passion talk.
yeah, they testing him. Remind me of when there was that brief rumor last year during the Lost Lakers years that Jeannie Buss was temporarily thinking about trading LeBron. Do you remember that when that came
Sir,
out?
I ignored it.
Okay. But yeah, man, I wish him the best. We might not even have games, so thinking about it more, and they depend on. There's way more personnel compared to the NBA. So
Yeah.
I know last week we said empty stadium games, but ooh, they need some
That
real. They need an uptick in
that would,
testing.
yeah, that would require daily testing, like daily, just because like that's a lot of people in that
I'm gonna look
sport.
company. Yeah,
And they all like shower together, like all that stuff. That's just a lot of people congregating.
53 to 55 players.
Mm-hmm. Plus all the coaching staff, and it's just a lot of people.
106
So,
to 110. Yeah. Sorry.
Fauci said today that sports might not be looking up until 2021.
Elaborate. Like
He's
all
talking about
sports?
baseball. He's talking about, first of all, he's starting with, because baseball's supposed to be the first sport to start back up. And when they were talking about baseball, he was saying that essentially like they would love for all sports to come back, but based on the current trajectory that we're on, it just doesn't seem that sports will be able to come back before 2021. Essentially, like unless like we hit these testing markers and all this stuff, which doesn't seem to be likely right now.
Mm-hmm.
And baseball is supposed to be the easiest of all the sports to start back up.
Why is that?
Just because like they already have like some kind of plan in place about stadiums and all, like where they will play the games and all that stuff. So like, they're already a little bit ahead of the game, and like baseball was expected to be the first sport to start back up.
Mm.
So if baseball doesn't start back up, then I mean, I got some positive little news from Bleacher Report before we started recording about them looking into using the NBA. Looking into using
Disney World?
Disney World, yes, to play their games there. But
Why there?
all this, I have no idea. I guess just because it's like a big facility, big touristy spot that has like enough hotel rooms and stuff like that to house the players and their families, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Something I can think about, honestly. And Florida is going to be reopened around, it's one of the first states that's starting to reopen.
And I think they also have, I was just skimming through, they also have practice courts already. Because other places, you have to build these courts out. Well, depending on
Why the hell
you
does
choose.
Disney World have basketball courts?
I don't know. Oh,
So random.
sorry. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex is also located in the area, which would serve as the hub for all basketball activity. That complex has the HP Fieldhouse, which hosts the AvroCare Invitational College Basketball Tournament each year.
Okay.
And Disney, ABC, ESPN.
I'll just be interested to see how that works, because like if they're gonna do that, I'm making an assumption, but they're gonna almost have to jump into the playoffs. Because on any given like NBA night, you can have somewhere between 8 to 12 games. How you gonna play all those games with one court?
That's a good. I mean, average game is what, like 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, that's gonna be And you want all
The games
32?
would be a little shorter because you don't have to do all these commercial media breaks and all that stuff.
Yes.
Watch this. No, I'm lying. They still will do that stuff because it's still going to be aired and people are still going to watch it. So yes, they will have to do it. So yeah, it'll be 2.5, 3 hours. What are you gonna treat it like the NCAA tournament, where where soon the Big East tournament, wherever, like as soon as one team leaves the court, the next group of teams come on?
Well, I was reading there's a push to get all teams to 70 games because that's when they lock in all their money on their local TV deals if they get to at least 70 games. So I was in that the camp you mentioned that they would just jump back into the playoffs just because everything I'm reading, again, you're kind of capping yourself to get this done by Labor Day, before football starts. And we didn't know it was going to be football, but so to add that regular season, you need a training camp, a regular season, and a playoffs. I'm interested to see what that looks like.
Yeah. I mean, in whatever shape or form it picks back up in, obviously I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, word. Similar.
But it's just, I just don't know if it makes sense. It probably does for them fiscally, like financially, for them to pick up right in the middle of the season, as you said, to get to at least 70 games and all that stuff, all those ramifications. But just logistically,
I agree. I feel like you're already rolling the dice, so let's try to improve the outcome a little bit by reducing the players.
Just jump into the playoffs with the 16 teams and
go versus
from there.
30.
Yeah, because it's already gonna be hard if you're only using one court to have like that's a. Whew,
I think they have 3, at least 3 locations.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, because they got the HP Fieldhouse, the Visa Center, and the Arena. These 3 locations would allow the league to host multiple games at once while also providing ample space for practice courts.
Good. Okay, so then all right. Well, then that kind of alleviates my concerns a little. But then also, if it's 3 courts, then most of the time, like especially like the first round of the playoffs, there's 3 games on at one time.
It depends. No, the playoffs more easier. It's just spaced out all day. Playoffs are like four games over a 12-hour span. They usually
like on the weeknights. You'll have because you always have.
Okay, I get what. Yes,
like
you're right.
A 7:30 game, an 8 game, and then like it's
usually on the weeknight only 2 games overlap. There's always that.
Oh yeah, NBA TV game, and then yeah. And then the real national TV game.
I don't get going. Why are you summoning the Knicks who have no chance, or the Hawks who have no chance of even making the playoffs, to theoretically fly to Orlando to be housed up in a hotel? Like, imagine you're quarantined and now you gotta go into the danger zone. And all NBA players in one hotel. That's hilarious. The documentary we'll never get, but that. I never even thought about that. Your first point, but like,
if you have no chance in hell of making the playoffs, well, I guess they have to still have them because they need to get to at least 70 games.
You're right, because lottery odds and stuff. So
yeah, but
you're right.
That
makes sense.
That's why I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense though. Like, why must we summon all these teams down there?
Yeah, it's either or. Either you cap it here, and then some other teams are gonna cry foul because if you're in the playoff hunt. So I get it, but these are just unusual circumstances that.
Yeah, but even when the NBA was gonna let teams start practicing again on May 1st, and then they moved it to May 8th because the Hawks didn't feel comfortable. I'm like,
where the Knicks gonna practice?
Yeah. That's a great question because
the Nets.
Oh. Well, that's the good thing about it, though. Maybe when the playoffs come back, depending on how far it gets pushed back, KD might be ready to play.
They've been quiet.
KD might be ready. Remember, he said he's going to play in the Olympics.
Let me see. They're definitely not playing next month.
That was his initial plan. Was to play.
It'd be almost a year. Pretty much. Since the Warriors sacrificed them up. Damn.
Imagine how crazy that would be. I'm just throwing out a random scenario here.
I need that excitement.
KD come back, the Nets win the championship.
God bless him.
That would be nuts. Nah, fuck
I just
that.
be
Braun
like
got it.
Skip. I just
Nah,
be
Braun
like
got it.
Skip. If the team win that I don't like, it's an asterisk. But if Braun win, we celebrate all
it's
summer.
a wrap. Yeah.
No
Braun
consistency
win.
over here.
If
4
Braun
rings.
if Braun wins, it's going towards his legendary mindset because he had to play without the fans. He took some time off, had to come back, adjust to a new environment.
Oh, you already? I already see the announcers marveling. Looks like he even take a day off. He not playing with y'all. If there's one person that's gonna come back in shape, After that, I don't know. AD, I hope you're following suit.
Yeah, we can only.
No, I know Braun got his team and
Yeah,
but let me not get too hype until they figure something out and they make some announcements. It's promising though. I mean, warm summer air, basketball on, some version of the city.
that's all I asked for. Yeah, man, just give me 50% of what I had in February.
Because then Fauci saying the sequel might be on the horizon and it's going to be even worse.
If we gotta restart this again, you gotta give me a little bit of freedom,
bruh,
to live July, August, and September up. That's it.
I'ma shut up.
Oh my God, July, August, September. You tell people in advance they only got 3 months really to live before they go back into quarantine.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I hope they're working overtime on the vaccine, like overtime. We gotta,
bro,
rapid testing or something.
There's people that are like very like anti-vaccination, and honestly, like some of their points make sense. But when it comes to me not being able to go outside, nah, fuck that. I don't get when you microchip, you put whatever the fuck you putting inside me. But I just can't. I can't. I'm getting vaccinated. I just can't.
I mean, yeah, there's I guess.
Well, more so in the immediate future. Like if it's like something that just passes over time and like cases are just declining, you know, I'm not gonna just be volunteering to get a shot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like you. I never got a flu vaccine. Never got a flu shot. Man, but
I had the flu one time, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. I had the flu one time, but I had it for like 1 day. Yeah. And it was literally like one of the worst experiences of my life. I couldn't get out of bed. It was a terrible experience. But I also could have also just been really hungover, you know?
Similar symptoms?
I was at that point in my life, you know, a lot of blurred lines. So, but it felt like the flu. Well, it felt like what the flu would have felt like. I have no idea. But I remember it and thinking at the time that I had the flu. This was years ago, though.
This is crazy. I'm starting to get it now. I remember when I laughed about the hotel kickback and the Airbnb.
Yo,
I'm not there yet. I'm still not there, but I get the logic now. I'm still not doing all that.
We held out longer than most of our friends.
Texting me, drinking wine at 2 p.m. I'm still not there yet. I'm still respecting my work hours, but I get the mindset now. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I'm just not there yet.
Honestly,
I gotta keep some semblance of my humanity.
I really think, like, just mentally, I can survive until like the 4th of July. Like mentally, meaning like that week, like July 2nd, like that weekend, you know, like that whole weekend. Like mentally, I think I can survive until then. If I knew for a fact, you know, like that shit was like reopening, if I start seeing things like progressing, things of that nature. But if I get to just like, you know, beginning of July and like we still in the same circumstances, I think that's when lines would just start getting blurred.
I fully agree. Because when it first started and Fauci came on, it just stuck in my head. He said it's going to be a 2 to 3 month thing. I think he might have said 2 to 4 actually. I forgot. But I stuck on, for whatever reason, 3 was in my head. So I'm like, there's a strong possibility that at least until June. So to your point, 3-4 break even, July 4th, to your point, like if another holiday comes by, and it's going to be hot outside too at this point.
Oh, the 4th?
It'd have been 3.5 months. It's hot outside. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll double mask. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just being honest. I don't know.
I mean,
but I don't even know how the city going. Again, it was 65 the other day, and it's pretty packed. That scene, the park scene was, but then the surrounding areas, there's a lot more people than, say, like today I went out. It was a little rainy. It's like mid-50s here. Wasn't that much. You could keep your social distancing without going on the street. That Saturday, I had to go on the street. You gotta make a cautious decision not to be within 6 feet of people. Yeah.
Well, so it's definitely gonna be hot, like end of May, June. June for sure is when that shit start kicking in heavy.
That's 70 around the corner.
I remember June being on the subway and them pits just being like being on the subway like, God damn, trying to keep my arms down. June is gonna be a wild time. And that's why I'm saying in my mind, like, all right, yeah, July is when, like, it just mentally I know. Because, like, June, I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm hoping by June, like, especially in New York, like, we'll have, like, some kind of updates and I can see, like, things progressing and where things are going to be. And then July, they're just going to let me off the leash. It's just...
We'll see. Just hold the faith, man.
I got the EV. I told you that, though. That sounds like some weird disease, but I got East Village. You know what I'm talking about. That sounds like some EV. I got the EV. Yo. Oh man, that sounds crazy as hell.
I pray to God that work out.
It will. Cool. I already got it. I said to you.
No, I mean the surrounding city cooperates now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at that point, I'll be on my kickback status. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I cab over.
Yeah.
Mask up.
At that point, I'll be on a kickback status. I won't even care at that point, honestly.
I'll get what? The Uber XL, go in the back of in the 6-seater. Yeah, go in the back. And
yeah, I think that's gonna happen regardless. I don't see myself moving that one.
That's honest to you.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna happen. Like, American and Delta already said they're giving out masks and hand sanitizer and stuff. Everyone's getting all their passengers going like starting May 1. Actually, starting May 1, they're giving out masks and hand sanitizer and everything to everyone who's flying.
Very smart. Good for them.
That's 2 months. That's 2 months before me. Like, all right, you'll work out the kinks by then. Who knows?
Hope for good news.
Yeah, but that shit is definitely not getting pushed. Whew. What else we got on the docket? Oh, this ain't shocking though. The NCAA finally letting some players profit off of their likeness and sign some kind of endorsement deals. What's the shock value there?
Not shocking. Why they finally cracked?
Well,
they saw the writing.
No, they definitely saw the writing. 3 of the top 5 recruits for this incoming class signed with the NBA G League. Signed those deals with the NBA G League. Making like
nice.
One made 500, 400, 300, somewhere in that range. So instead of going to college, you made $500,000, and you didn't have to go overseas to make it.
I love
But
it.
now you get to
I
stay in the
love it.
States, be near your family. So yeah, they see the writing on the wall. They're not gonna have any top recruits anymore. If they didn't like let players find a different avenue to make
Love
money.
it. Love it.
So
Love it.
they
Look at the
gotta,
NBA putting pressure on them.
gotta
Love it.
apply the pressure.
Good.
You gotta apply the pressure. So
That's
some
good.
people are applauding them. I'm not applauding them. They saw that they were gonna lose more
Yeah.
money, so they had to do something.
Yeah, I'm with you. They had no choice. To your point.
Mm-hmm.
The 20.
But
Yeah. Should be fans back by the 21-22 season. So, we'll see. Who knows?
bro, that first like concert or like live sporting event I go to, that shit gonna be nostalgic. Like,
Gotta do OVO next year.
that'll be like a year and a half.
Damn, but
2
Fauci
years.
saying, oh my God, yeah, it might need, oof.
What Fauci
Forget
saying?
it.
What'd he say?
But he's not Fauci, but they're saying not live gatherings till like fall 2021. That's usually like summer. OVO Fest usually summer.
August? Yeah. We might not
We'll
see
see.
one
We'll
until
see.
2022. Beloved.
We'll see. Potentially. Who knows?
Be 31 years old.
Hey, man.
Ain't stopping me.
I got a life to
Still
live.
be out. Yeah. Still be out in the crowd. OVO. Damn, man. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. You see, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
I know. I was just thinking it.
We finally were like, yo, we're going to go this year for sure.
So naturally.
How many years been pushing that shit off? Like 5 years?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Nah, the next eligible one.
Yeah.
I'm going to just spend it.
I'm going to have to dip in.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just swipe and figure it out after the fact.
Yep. I'm with you.
Cut back on other things like eating. Who needs to do that?
Yeah.
Like it. I pray for everyone. First time they let me out. Pray for my finances more than anything. Because I just already know there's going to be like no fucks given.
Episodes 3 and 4 to Jordan doc.
Yeah, I almost forgot. I almost left off the docket.
Are you finally entertained?
I am entertained.
Were you moved?
I was moved, and I was moved in a good way because I was enlightened to everything I wanted to be enlightened about in regards to Michael Jordan. Because, like, you know, you watch these debate shows, First Take, Undisputed, stuff like that, and, like, they just, like, chronicle every single misstep LeBron's ever had, every single mistake. Oh, he's not clutch if he missed this, da-da-da. As if, like, Jordan just always showed up, you know?
Yeah.
And watching, I'm not sure if it's episode 3 or episode 4, but when they were talking about Game 4 and the Eastern Conference first round against Cleveland, before Jordan hit that big shot over Craig Elam in Game 5, they just brushed past the fact that he missed the free throw to win the game in Game 4.
Yep.
They said it and then just like brushed right past it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that happened before. Like, you know, it was like that kind of stuff where like he didn't hit every single free throw. Like, he's human. Like, no one's perfect. And it was just a reminder also of like how people give Bron shit for being 3-6 in the finals, but then it's like Jordan didn't make the finals. Like, you know, so is it better for you to not have carried a team to the finals at all rather than to get there and lose?
Yeah, it can be select. Like,
yeah,
either you make the finals or you don't, as a whole. So if you want to say, well, LeBron 17 seasons and he's been there 9 times or whatnot. So if he's 3 and 14, fine. But then to the other end, Jordan has to be.
Yeah, and then another takeaway was they were talking about like Jordan's competitive fervor. You know how, you know, he loves to compete, and Michael Jordan would never da da da. But then he thought Doug Collins was like cheating on the score at practice, and he just kind of brushed past the fact that he left practice. He got mad and left practice. What if Bron would have done some shit like that? Would have never heard the end of that.
No,
like
I'm with
that
you.
like little like stuff. And not saying there's not anything wrong with it, but it's more so like, all right, cool. Like he's human, you know. Like he's done some of the same stuff that athletes today have done in the sense of, you know, like they make mistakes, they have missteps, et cetera, et cetera. Michael Jordan was once labeled, you know, only a scorer. You know, like he was a great scorer, but like couldn't take his team over the hump. You know, it's just like to win a championship. Like just he had the same challenges that Bron has experienced and had, you know, similar missteps and things of that nature. But a lot of these old heads don't like to acknowledge these missteps, and that's why I like to see the doc and how they keep going back and showing, you know, stuff. And you know, even if they brush past some of his missteps, you know, I caught it, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you left practice. Oh yeah, cool, you hit that big shot over Craig Elo, but you missed that free throw in Game 4 to win it all. Little stuff like that, but it was interesting. And then the Rodman stuff, God bless him.
That did not disappoint.
God bless him. It's funny because go ahead. So you want to take it? You want to take it?
No. You go ahead.
Nah, you take the Rodman.
No. Please go ahead. Continue.
But it was just interesting. It's like, yo, first of all, they started off. First of all, Rodman looks terrible. Yeah. He looks terrible now. Yeah. He looks like shit.
Yeah, kamikazes have
oh
they done
my God. But so when it first started, episode 3, I'm like, damn, Rodman looks terrible. You can can barely. He's like mumbling and shit. I'm like, what's wrong with him? And then they went to his story, and when he took that vacation mid-season, I'm like, oh, that's what's wrong with him. It's like they just showing his wild party days, party boy, and then they show the after effects of it in 2020.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, he looked crazy, but he lived his life. I will give him that. He lived his life to the fullest. One of the best things, like when he went to Vegas and he was on a motorcycle and they showed him just chug a beer and then ride off. I thought that was so dope. I'm like,
yeah. Nah, that's him.
Then he was like,
go ahead.
He dated Madonna, partying with Carmen Electra.
He dated Carmen Electra too.
God bless her. She looked.
She was in the fine wine.
She looked exactly the same.
She was in the bed when Mike came knocking.
I know.
Mike came. Yeah,
hide.
Mike couldn't discuss what else was in the bed, but when Mike came to collect Dennis, those were Mike's words.
Better extra correct.
Look, Mike made it a point to say, I ain't gonna talk about what else was in the bed.
This nigga a snitch. He was snitching on his teammates in 1986. No I walked. You know, I didn't drink at the time, but there was a lot of cocaine in there.
You
wear the wire.
After they won the first championship, and he was telling his boy, like basically, you throw Dennis parties, but what about you? You out every night.
Yeah.
He was like, my mom and dad watching this. He's like, your mom and dad, you alcoholic.
Snitch. Can't do nothing around Mike.
Not at all. Foreshadowing too. Pot kettle black, but sorry, go ahead.
Nah, but I mean, he just lived a life. Madonna, Carmen Electra, and the way he was partying, God bless him. And I was like just more envious than ever because obviously looking at it, and obviously it's dope just in general, but like looking at it from the quarantine eyes now, I'm just like, God damn, that shit look fun. Like that just looked so dope. But definitely entertained. I'm excited to see where it's about to go. I feel like this is like, you know, like I think what you said on the last episode we discussed this, it was like, you know, going up that roller coaster. Then, you know, I feel like we're getting there now. That Robin episode was phenomenal though.
Yeah, I just jotted stuff down as I was all over it. To your point, they shift that you discussed last episode. They shift back and forth pretty frequently, so I would just jot stuff down. We could get back to this last, or actually now, but Robin's rebounding stats are pretty insane. Like they talked about his rebounding technique And not to get nerdy, but I was intrigued. Like, if he's that skilled a rebounder, how much was he really pulling down? At his height, he's averaging like almost 19 rebounds for a season.
That's insane.
Per game. That's insane. Like, for a stretch there, I'm looking, he had 19, 18, 16, 14, 16, 15. So it was just intriguing seeing, because, again, obviously, we're almost 30. We're kids when they were in their height. You don't know how good he is. Like, for me, I consume all this stuff through, like, NBA classics and NBA TV documentaries, X. So I know Rodman, but I didn't know he was a rebounding god and defensive wizard to the point that he's putting fits on, like, Larry Bird, X. But that, when he was sipping Miller Lite as he walked with, I put down the one with the bike as well, but they were doing like a hallway interview and he was just sipping Miller Lite as he talked to the media. I was like, what a different time.
They tried to castrate Braun for having the wine.
The goblet?
Yeah. Well, he was wild. He did show up on the sideline with it like it was nothing. He wilded.
That was
Sorry,
wild.
but continue.
That was wild. No, chime in. Feel free. The 48-hour vacation is nuts. Because there's quarantine prism, and also, say we had a regular NBA season. If a player did that today, like, that is nuts. Phil Jackson, I got to give him credit. Like, his coaching style is, I mean, he knows how to coach. He knows how to manage personalities. Because to sign off on that, that was nuts. That was
Mike
nuts.
said he ain't coming back in 48 hours.
Yeah, and Mike know his teammates too, apparently.
Man, but then he came back 5 days later.
And then killed it in practice, apparently. See, that's that. I built like that. That's not sustainable, obviously.
Oh, well, we see.
Yeah. You know, he had the last season on the Lakers. He played with Shaq and Kobe for like 16 games, and then last season, I think, let me check real quick. 99-2000.
That was the year before they won.
No, but I'm just saying he played with them. Not that he got a ring. I just didn't know he played with Shaq and. Well, no, I'm sorry, 98-99. But yeah, I didn't know he played with them.
98-99 was his last year in the league.
No, his last year was the following year in Dallas. 99-2000.
Wow.
But even still, like,
how many numbers was he putting up then?
Okay, the Lakers season, 2 points, but 11 rebounds. How are you doing that? He really had a knack for rebound. And then his last season in Dallas, 2 points, but 14 rebounds.
And people just let him go?
See, that's the thing. We just weren't around. I would have to go research and fill in the blanks because some ain't adding up. Yeah, because you don't just let that talent go.
Because even when he was explaining like his knack for rebounding and how he would just have people shooting all day around him when he was practicing, so like he can get a feel for like how the ball is going to bounce off the rim and where he should be positioning himself. Like that in itself is a skill. Like to average that many rebounds over the course of a season is a true skill. Like, you know, all his flaws and all, like that's a talent.
Yeah, you know, he's not just talking to talk. Like,
like that's not.
You got to study these players. Yeah.
That's not just pure. Oh, I'm gonna box you out and hope I'm in the right position. Like that's like literally that's nuts.
No, I just marvel at him. The Rodman, and again, salute to his Carmen, Madonna. Look, salute.
And he's just two of the famous ones.
Yeah. I didn't even go through his arsenal. So God bless him. He lived a full life.
He lived a full one.
I guess the rest of it was the MJ Pistons stuff. Just from what I didn't know that the Celtics also walked off. I didn't.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
I'll go. I was gonna go.
No, I'm just that is what I'm talking about when it just adds color to it. Because how many times have we seen documentaries where they discuss that situation, and I've never heard anything about the Celtics walking off, right? And then what I didn't like is when they showed Isaiah's commentary, they cut off the fact where he was talking about the Celtics walking off, and they only showed him the part where he was saying that it was just the time, like that's what everyone was doing at the time. But they didn't show MJ the specific example of the Celtics walking off.
I'm with Mike.
Nah,
I'm with Mike. Not. You bust my ass back-to-back seasons, and I dapped you up as much as I hate you. I'm the most fiery competitor in life. You think I even wanted to see you after the game, after you bust my ass and sent me home? But I did it. I did it each and every time. And for y'all not to show me the same respect?
Well, if no one's criticizing the Celtics for not doing it, then why is everyone giving the Pistons so much flack then?
Okay, that's just aside from Mike. That's not Mike's fault. I support Mike, and if he still has a a quandary with Isaiah, I respect it.
Nah.
But the Celtics part is not mentioned
at all, and they even brushed past it like after the fact. Like I feel like they should have like kind of dived into that a little bit more or mentioned it, brought it to Mike's attention. But
Isaiah
when I heard that, I was like, oh,
in.
Interesting.
And then what's his name? Was that Horace Grant? That called him straight up bitches? I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some real hate. That's some real hatred between them. But also, looking at the documentary and the videos, they were getting their asses whooped, like physically. Jordan was getting knocked upside his head.
Bro,
I be drinking too. That's why Jordan be smoking so much. He's getting his ass whooped for years. The whole documentary, Jordan's eyes is just red and yellow. I don't get it.
I gotta go look at their like hardest hits on people because they had gathered such a rep and seeing the footage, and I don't mean no disrespect to them. I'm shocked they didn't undercut anybody. Like the way they were playing, I'm like, whew. All right. The Scotty shove was
pulling dudes.
They showed the Scotty shove, and that could have got bad if he had like hit his head on the camera. Thank God it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But it just made me think how the levels they would go. Again, though, if I'm Isaiah, you should adapt them. You would have been on the dream team. You wouldn't be here. What is that? What was that, 92? It's almost 30 years later. You're on TV, damn near tears.
Damn, it is almost. Damn, that was a whoa. Damn, time is flying.
Damn near tears wishing he was on there. Should have just dapped him up. See? That's Mike talking to.
That's how it happens. So another thing that I like took away from it, just a side thing, is how much Kobe like mimicked MJ.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. I've
never like actually like really like, but like watching the documentary, I'm like, yo, damn, this is exactly how like Kobe used to walk, how Kobe used to talk, chewing the gum, sticking his tongue out. But like when you see it, I'm like, yo, damn, this is like, because I actually like we saw Kobe play. Like I lived through Kobe's, NBA career. Like actually, so I'm like, damn, like this is like how Kobe used to walk. This is like how Kobe used to talk. I'm like, damn, like he really just mimicked his life after him.
Yeah.
Or at least his life on the court, anyway. It was very interesting to see that. Like how much Kobe just took him. Go ahead. What?
No, any other takeaways?
No, I mean, like Phil Jackson is a very unique coach. Robin integrating all that like Native American stuff into their practices.
Yeah, NBA wise, I don't know a more unique to success ratio. Like if you tell me there are other coaches that are as eccentric or unique, I'm like, all right, let me know, but not to that success or like I don't even know the weirdest coach with like a ring versus, and then you can bring in the 6 rings and.
He's definitely the best coach.
Yeah. He
got blessed with talent, though. You went from Jordan to Shaq and Kobe, but still.
I want to knock him, we always, the triangle successful because you had 1, 2, you had 4 of the best, 12 players to ever step foot on a basketball court.
Ever.
That might have helped.
Some triangle offense.
Oh man!
We tried to bring that shit to the Knicks. Gotta adapt with the time. Times are changing.
Savage, damn. Tried to kill
He was
Melo.
so trash when he came to the Knicks.
He tried to put a nail in Melo.
Stopper.
Oh my god,
bro! He actually kind of did though, because when he dubbed him a ball stopper, I started looking at him like, "Yo, damn, why you holding on to the ball for so long?"
Yeah,
that's what he's. That's what Melo
nothing was the same. Nothing was the same.
Ball.
Oh,
Melo get the ball, he started massaging it. Pump fakers. Like, yo, damn. 16 seconds later, he finally jacked up some mid-range shot.
Yep, jog back.
He said jog back. Oh, man.
I'm excited, though, for these last 6.
Yeah, me too.
Sundays. Yeah.
When is that? May 19th is the last one? No. May 17th.
3/10/17, yeah.
Getting close.
Yeah, they're picking up.
Yeah. That's really it. You got anything else?
On the docket, not much. Oh, today is like 4 years since Views came out. Happy Views Day.
I saw you today on social going ham.
Love that album. I just remember the time.
Controller, one of your favorite songs?
Love it. Love it. I missed the time. 2016.
2016. Don't remind me. Wait, what month did that come out in 2016? Oh, duh.
This nigga.
Damn, April 2016. I was graduating from law school for 3 weeks. 2 weeks. May 15, 2016. Crazy shit. Crazy times. And Drake dropped that shit. And now I'm holed up in the crib.
We all are.
Nothing
4 years later, millions of Americans will be locked up in there.
Oh my god.
Because of a global pandemic.
If only we
Nothing
knew.
was the same. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They thought the world was gonna stop in 2000. Little did we know.
Yeah.
Give it 20.
They someone missed. They missed. They wrote a 0 wrong. Should have been a 2.
Oh man. What?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else, man.
All right, people. We did it. Another week in the books. As always, thank you guys for your love and support. Make sure you guys rate, share, and subscribe. Check out the website, coolingoutpod.com. Again, that's coolingoutpod.com. Full-length episodes and clips are up on IGTV and YouTube. Podcast audio is available, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Cast, TuneIn. If I'm missing anything, everywhere that podcasts are available, wherever you listen to this podcast now, we are there. Until next time, this is Cooling Out.
Stay cool.
You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. You cool, I'm cool. We coolin' out.